Hey folks, my name is Jeff. I'm an independent musician based out of Boston, Massachusetts, USA. I go by the artist name of Jerfo. I'm a multi-instrumentalist and singer, but if I'm known for anything, it's my guitar playing. My music spans numerous genres from prog rock to fusion to metal to funk to electronica. My community affectionately refers to it as groove and shred, and that's a pretty apt description. It's music that potentially appeals to a lot of people. And YouTube Music wants to make absolutely certain that you never get to hear it. It's going out of its way to make it difficult, if not impossible, for you to listen to my music. Allow me to demonstrate. Quick note before I begin though. In several of my examples, YouTube Music will start playing songs from other artists. I'm going to mute that audio so that this video doesn't get demonetized. Any audio that you do hear in this video will be from my own songs. With that out of the way, here's what happens when you try to do a voice search for my artist name, Jerfo, on YouTube Music using the Google Assistant in my car. Shuffle songs by Jerfo.
Got it. Shuffling the YouTube Music playlist called Jeff Goodrich.
Shuffle songs by Jerfo.
Okay, shuffling the YouTube Music playlist called Jerfo, one-man band cover songs.
Play Jerfo.
Alright, playing your YouTube Music playlist called Jerfo Standards album.
Play the album Redemption Volume 1 by Jerfo.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Play the album Redemption Volume 1 by Jerfo.
The album Redemption, Volume 1 is made up of 4 songs: Spite Killing a Pickle, Innovative Solution, Focused Thought Leader, Accept the Epic, and You Are Beautiful, Issue the Tissues. Let's
step through all the things that Google does wrong here. The first is that it has trouble with the name Jerfo. I'm actually pretty okay with this one. It's not a dictionary word and it's not a common first or last name. It would be nice if the Google Assistant could recognize it more reliably, but in general it did an okay job with that here. The next thing it routinely did wrong is that it started playing songs from YouTube playlists that happen to have the word Jerfo in them. Don't let it fool you. It's calling them YouTube Music playlists, but they are YouTube video playlists. I could see this as being an acceptable fallback if a particular artist didn't exist in the YouTube Music library and it wanted to play something for the listener, but that's not the case here. There are 52 songs under the artist name Jerfo in the YouTube Music library. In one of the examples, it's pointing the listener to a playlist of cover song videos that I made ages ago. These are not an official part of my discography, and I don't get paid when they are played. In another example, Google is pointing the listener to a playlist of other people's songs that I, Jerfo, happen to create. That's not even remotely what the listener was asking for. If I ask the Google Assistant for songs by Bruno Mars, is it going to give me a playlist of other artists' songs that Bruno Mars happened to curate? No, because that would be ridiculous. And yet that's exactly what's going on here. The next infuriating thing that it did was refuse to play a specific album of mine. I have an album named Redemption Volume 1. The first time I asked for it, the assistant feigned ignorance and refused to do anything at all. The second time I asked, it had the audacity to list the names of all the tracks off of the album, but not play a single note of it. Okay, I saved one example for last. If you have kids in the room, you might want to do earmuffs for this one. Play songs by Jerfo.
Okay, here's a YouTube Music playlist called Anybody Know Any Good Music Videos to Jerk Off To?
I wish I could say that I made this one up. I wish I could say that. I did not. This actually happened. Now, I can assure you that none of this will happen if you try to search for songs by, say, Coldplay, or Harry Styles, or Michael Jackson, or The Weeknd. I know, because my girls do it all the time. But if you try to play music by me, an independent artist whose name the digital assistant generally recognizes correctly, forget about it. Let's take the digital assistant out of the equation. Let's go to my phone, open up YouTube Music, and search by hand for Jerfo. Okay, cool. It shows up as the top search result, as it should. Let's shuffle my songs and see what happens. 7. It plays 7 of my songs and then repeats those same 7 songs. Reminder, I have 52 songs available in the YouTube Music library, but YouTube Music has decided that you can only hear 7 of them in a shuffle. Let's pick a well-known artist with a similar sized discography to see if it does the same thing for them. Nick Drake, may he rest in peace, has 49 songs in his YouTube Music discography. Here's what happens when we shuffle his songs. As you can see, it continues on and on with different song after different song after different song after different song. This is what you'd expect from a shuffle, right? Why is my music being treated differently? Let's go back to the search results for Jerfo, scroll down to songs, and click on one of them. You'll get those same 7 songs, repeating the one you initially clicked on, followed by completely unrelated songs by different artists that are presumably related to your recent search history. In this case, it's Michael Jackson, who's about as far removed from my music as you can get. So far, if someone unfamiliar with my music tried to listen to it, they'd assume that I have exactly 7 songs available to stream. Reminder, I have 52. Let's click on the More button next to my songs. Hey, cool! Here are more of my songs. Let's click on one and then see what happens when we go to the next song. Super! One of my songs followed by a song from Tool. At least it's an artist that's a fairly reasonable comp to me this time, certainly more reasonable than Michael Jackson. Also, in fairness, this is what YouTube Music does for any artist when you click on the More button on their songs. It'll play one of their songs and then shuffle related artists afterwards. I think it's a pretty dumb behavior. You'd think that it would continue down the song list, but it doesn't. But at least this behavior is consistent from artist to artist. So, the big question is, how can you actually play all of my songs on YouTube Music? Well, this is what you have to do. Search for me. Click through on my artist name. Click on Top Songs. Click on a song to start listening. At that point, YouTube Music will then proceed down the list of songs one by one in a very strange, sort of nonsensical pseudo shuffle. That's a lot of work. What percentage of people are actually going to do that? I don't know, but I'm guessing that it isn't very large. Now, with all this hassle to find my songs, at least YouTube Music pays its artists generously, right? Nope. YouTube Music is towards the bottom when it comes to music streaming royalty rates. They pay the artist 0.2 of a cent every time their music gets played. That's less than Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and Tidal, just to name a few. I make more from a single play on Tidal than I do with 5 plays on YouTube Music. To put it another way, I need my songs streamed 500 times on YouTube Music just to make $1. Considering that people are under the impression I only have 7 songs available on the platform, what are the odds that I'm ever going to see a payout from them? Pretty slim. TLDR, YouTube Music is purposefully screwing over independent artists such as myself. YouTube Music makes it near impossible to find and listen to my songs, and when they do listen, the royalty payments are laughable. If you want to actually support independent music artists such as myself, here's what you can do. If they sell their music directly from their website, buy it directly from them. If they sell music on Bandcamp, buy it from there. Bandcamp takes a very small fee of 15% of the total sale, meaning that most of the money goes directly to the artist's pockets. And there isn't a payout threshold, meaning that an artist doesn't need to hit a certain dollar amount before they actually get paid. Meanwhile, I haven't received a payout from streaming services since 2018 because of such thresholds, and I doubt that I ever will again. If the artist sells merch, buy some of their merch. Merch profit margins are somewhat slim, but the sale of a single t-shirt can still be the financial equivalent of thousands of plays of the artist's music on streaming services. If the artist live streams on a streaming platform, watch their streams. If they're on Twitch, give them bits or subscribe to their channel. Many streamers also provide a donation link, and that money will go directly to them. If the artist has a Patreon, become a patron of theirs. This is a huge means of getting steady, predictable income for many independent musicians, and you'll often get exclusive perks and exclusive access to those musicians that others won't. If you're at all interested in my music, I have links to my Bandcamp, merch store, Twitch channel, and Patreon in the description below. Your support is greatly appreciated. Now, I think it would be hilarious if a video saying very unkind things, but factual things about YouTube music went viral on YouTube. Please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share it with your friends, and let's see what happens with the algorithm. Friends, thanks so much for watching. Check out my other videos on the channel, including a video on playing vinyl LPs with lasers. Much, much, much love to you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.